up, folks? It's the forever-ending competition that is the Europa League. How many games are we going to take a look at today? Shitloads. Let's take a look at them next. That's right, folks, back once again with the second qualifying round, second leg, out in the Europa League, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, keep your bang up to date with all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're all here under one roof. That's right, it's the never-ending competition. 48 games, I think, 47, 48, something like that. It's madness. So let's stop talking and jump into it because we've got so much to talk about. First and foremost, we're going to take a look at those illustrious first legs in the second round of the qualifying campaign. So let's get cracking and take a little look, shall we? See how many we got right and how many we got wrong. Again, I'm going to butcher a lot of these, so stand by. Ararat-Armenia took on Lincoln Remnants from Gibraltar. That ended up as a 2-0 win. Bang on the nose, boys. Got that one bang on the nose. Sekendra 79 took on F91 Dudelange. That ended up a 2-1 win for Dudelange. I went with a 1-1 draw. Got that one wrong. Tre Penne took on Sūduva. That was a 5-0 win for Sūduva. Comfortable win for them. They looked like through already. I went with a 2-0 win for Sūduva, so not too shabby. Slovan Bratislava took on Feronikeli. That was a 2-1 win for Bratislava. I went with a 3-0 win, so not too bad indeed. Santa Coloma took on Astana. It was a 0-0 draw on the day. I went with a 1-0 win for Astana, so a little bit off the money. Toshavan took on Linfield. That was a 2-2 draw, boys. So Linfield will have a chance to get themselves through to that next stage. I went with a 2-0 win for Linfield, so I got that one a little bit wrong. Next up was Nordkopping up against Legia. That was a 2-0 win for Nordkopping. I went with a 3-0 win. A little bit more on the goals, but ultimately got it close to the money. Haugesund took on Sturm Graz. I went with a 2-0 win for Sturm Graz, but it went the other way. They've got it all to do in the second leg if they get themselves through to those next round. Legia Gdansk took on Brøndby. That was a 2-1 win for Gdansk. I went 2-0 the other way. And again, Brøndby have got it all to do in the next leg. NK Domazale took on Malmö. 2-2 draw on the day. I went with Malmö 2-1 away from home, but ultimately got that one wrong. I think I did pretty terrible in this first batch. Hapoel Warszawa took on Kairat. That ended up a 2-0 win, but bang on the nose, boys and girls. Got that one bang on the nose. AEK Larnaca took on Levitsky Sofia. 3-0 on the day for Larnaca, 2-1 for me. Not too shabby. Molde took on Vaduz in a 1-0 win for Vidi. I went 2-0 the other way. And Molde took on Čukarički-Stankom. That was a 0-0 draw on the day. I went with a 3-1 victory for Molde. Wrong. Next up, next batch, Torino took on Debrecen. That was a 3-0 win for Torino, and I think I got that one bang on the nose. There's a question mark, obviously, because there's an orange blob up there, but we're going to, you know, each to their own. Arsenal Tula took on Nefki PFK, and that was a 1-0 win for Nefki. I went with the 1-1 draw, so got that one wrong. Legia Warsaw took on Kuopion. 1-0 win for Legia, 2-0 for me, not too shabby. Gabala took on Dynamo Tbilisi, the goal-scoring machines. Bang on the nose, boys. I got that one bang on the nose. So the Georgian team take a 2-0 lead from the first leg away from home. So they look comfortable right now. Čukarički took on Aberdeen. That was a 1-1 draw on the day. So Aberdeen have got it all to do in the second leg. I went with a 3-1 win for Čukura. Espanyol took on Strazdan. That was a 4-0 win. Close to the money for me. 3-0. Not too shabby. Luzern took on Klašvik. That was a 1-0 win on the day for Luzern. 2-0 for me. Utrecht, the Dutch division. Fine. Top team up against Szywiński Mostar. Was a 1-1 draw on the day. I went with a 3-0 win, so I was a little bit off the pace on that one. Malan Sport took on Olimpia Ljubljana. 2-2 was the final score. I went with a 2-1. It's not bad. DAC, my boys, up against Atromitos. 2-1 loss on the day for DAC. I went with a 1-1 draw. Punik took on Jablonec. That was a 2-1 victory for Punik. I went 2-1, but I went the other way. Rangers took on Progress Niederhorn. 2-0 for Rangers on the day. 3-0 for me. Not too shabby. And Flora took on Eintracht Frankfurt, the big Bundesliga outfit. 2-1 for Frankfurt on the day. I went with a 2-0. And wrapping up this batch, Budakos Podgorica took on Zorya Lugansk. 3-1 win for Lugansk. I went 2-0 the other way. And again, a bit of a hodgepodge. 50-50, pretty much. You know, Ventspils took on Gazura United. That was a 4-0 win for Ventspils. I went with a 2-0 win. So pretty much half the scoreline, but close. Strasbourg took on Maccabi Haifa over in France. That was a 3-1 win. And again, looks like I got that bang on the nose. Correct. Now, these ones where they're matching, and the colour is off, there might be something fishy with them. So if you are a fan of Strasbourg or Maccabi Haifa and you have the scoreline, correct me in the comment section, because I'm a little bit dubious about some of these. Yeah, Wolves took on Crusaders 2-0 on the day, kept it late, did Wolves, 3-0 for me. Mladá Boleslav took on Ordabasy, 1-1 draw on the day, 2-2 for me, so not too shabby. Shamrock Rovers picked up a nice victory up against Apollon Limassol, 2-1 over in Ireland. They'll have to dig deep if they're going to get themselves through to the next stages over in Cyprus, but it's a good couple of days away, down over there. Jeunesse Esch took on Victoria Gramares, 1-0 win for the Portuguese team. I went with a 2-0 away from home. Budapest Honved took on Université Craiova. That was a 0-0 draw on the day. I went with a 2-0 win for Honved. Alashkert took on Stoia Bucharest, 3-0 win for Bucharest, 2-0 for me. Shakhtar Sologorsk took an Eichberg, 2-0 win for Shakhtar. I went with a 3-1 win, so yeah, not too shabby. Lokomotiv Plovdiv took on Trnava, Spartak Trnava, 2-0 win for Plovdiv. I went with a 3-0 win. Gaps Connors Quay took on Partizan. They lost 1-0. I went with a 2-0 win for Partizan, so not too shabby. And Partizani took on FC Sheriff, and that was a 1-0 win for the governor, 2-0 for me. CSK Sofia took on Olszewsk. I went with it was a 1-0 win. I went with a 3-0 win. So close to the money. And Piast Gliwice took on Riga, 3-2 on the night, 3-1 for me. Just the one blob, I must say. I did pretty well on this batch. And the final four, Aris Saloniki up against AL Limassol. 0-0 draw on the day. I went with the Limassol, but unfortunately got that wrong. AZ Alkmaar took on Haken. It was a 0-0 draw on the day. 3-1 for me. KAA Genk took on Victoria Constantana. 6-3 goals galore. 9 in total. I went with a 3-0 win. So I got the margin, right? I got the right amount of deficit, you know what I mean? Valo Rakovic took on Ludogorets Razgrad. And that ended up as a 1-1 draw on the day. 2-1 for Razgrad. So here we go. Here comes the mathematic conundrum. That is the second leg of this second qualifying round. So we're going to take a look at my predictions, and then I'm also going to give you the ultimate result, including the aggregate scoreline. So hopefully you bear with me, because it can get a little bit complicated. So Lincoln Red Imps will take on Ararat-Armenia, and it'll be a 2-0 victory for Ararat-Armenia on the night. 4-0 on aggregate. They will go through. Dudelange will take on Shkëndija, and it'll be a 2-1 win for Dudelange. They will go through 4-2 on aggregate with this 2-1 scoreline. Sūduva will take on Tre Penne. 4-0 win for Sūduva, which will push them through quite easily. 9-0 on aggregate. Feronikeli will take on Slovan Bratislava. They'll lose 2-0. Bratislava will win, and they will just squeeze through 3-2 on aggregate if those predictions combine. Astana will take on Santa Coloma, and Astana will win 3-0 on the night, and that will push them through 3-0 on aggregate. Linfield will take on Tórshavn over in Northern Ireland. 2-0 win on the day will make them go through 4-2 on aggregate. Congrats, big lads. Leparja will take on Nordkopping, and I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Nordkopping away from home, and that will push them through 2-1 on aggregate as well. Sturm Graz against Haugesund. They'll turn around that deficit and pick up a 3-0 win, which will push them through 3-2 on aggregate, as would Broadenby. They will take a 3-1 win over Legia Gdansk, and that 3-1 win, combined with the first leg, will push them through 4-3 on aggregate. Close, but just about get it. Malmo will take on LK or NK Domzali, and they'll win 2-0 over in Sweden, and that will push them through 4-2 on aggregate. Kairat will take on Hapoel Sheva, and that'll be a 2-2 draw on the day, and that will make the Israeli team go through 4-2 on aggregate with the 2-0 win from the first leg. Levski Sofia will take on AAK Larnaca, and Sofia will take home with a win, 2-0 on the day, but they will lose 3-2 on aggregate. Larnaca will go through into the next round, and that'll be a bit of an upset in my eyes. Vaduz will take on Molde, and that enables a 2-0 win for Molde, and that will push them through 3-0 on aggregate. And Čukarički-Stankom will take on Molde in that last one on this stretch. 2-1 for Čukarički, and that will push them through 2-1 on aggregate as well. Over in the next batch, Debreceni will take on Torino, and obviously Torino with a comfortable lead in the first leg. They'll pick up an away to win as well, 2-1, and that'll push them through 5-1 on aggregate. Nefki will take on Arsenal, Tula, and they will lose. Arsenal will crash out at this stage, 2-0 to Nefki, 3-0 on aggregate. Kuopion will take on Legia Warsaw, and they're going to Kuopion will upset the odds in my eyes here with a 1-1 draw, and that'll push them through 2-1 on aggregate. The goal scoring machines, that is Dynamo Tbilisi will take on Gabala over in Georgia. 3-0 win for Dynamo, and that will push them through 5-0 on aggregate. Čukarički-Stankom will take on Aberdeen, and that'll be a 1-0 win for Aberdeen on this one. That'll push them through 2-1 on aggregate. I might have had them flip-flopped around on the first legs. So the first leg was in Scotland. This leg wherever Chukura is. UMF Stevie will take on Espanyol, and that will be a 2-0 win for the La Liga outfit, and that'll push them through 6-0 on aggregate. Krasavich will take on FC Luzern. 3-0 win for the Swiss team. 4-0 on aggregate. They'll go through to the next round. Sremski Mostar will take on Utrecht. The Dutch team will come through 3-1 on the night. 4-2 on aggregate. This is a big result away from home. Olimpia Ljubljana will take on Malat Spor, and it will be a 2-1 win for Ljubljana, and that will push them through 4-3 on aggregate. Again, big result. Atramados up against DAC Donjanska Strenda, and Amatros will win 2-0 on the day, 4-1 on aggregate. My boys, it's been nice knowing you. You're tumbling out. Jablanek will take on Pujanek. That'll be a 2-0 win for Jablanek, and that'll push them through 3-2 on aggregate. Progress Niederhorn up against Rangers. That'll be a 2-2 draw on the day. However, Rangers should squeeze through 4-2 on aggregate to get through to the next stages. Eintracht Frankfurt will take on Flora. 3-0 on the day, plus the 2-1 victory away from home. Makes 5-1, boys. The Bundesliga team will go through. Next up, Zorya Lugansk up against Budućnost Podgorica. 2-1 win for Lugansk, and that will push them through 5-1 on aggregate. Here we go. Gierza United will take on Ventspils. Obviously, Ventspils with a big lead in the first leg. 3-1 win on the day for Ventspils. They'll go through on aggregate as well. Maccabi Haifa will take on Strasbourg. I got a 1-1 draw here, but that will push Strasbourg through 4-2 on aggregate. Into the next round. Crusaders will take on Wolves, and after their spirited display in the first leg, they'll still lose this one 2-0. Wolves will go through 4-0 on aggregate quite comfortably in the end. Ordabasy will take on Mladá Bolshev. 2-1 win for Ordabasy, 3-2 on aggregate. They're through. Upon Limassol will take on Shamrock Rovers, 1-1 on the day. And Shamrock Rovers will squeeze through 3-2 on aggregate. Victoria Guimarães will take on Jeunesse Esch from Luxembourg. I see a 3-1 victory for Victoria Guimarães, plus the 1-0 win from Luxembourg. And they'll go through 4-1 on aggregate. Université Craiova take on Budapest Honved, and 2-1 on the day for Craiova. We'll see them go through 2-1 on aggregate as well. Sloy Bucharest will take on Alashkert. 4-0 on the day, quite convincingly, spanking them 7-0 on aggregate. They go through. Erzberg will take on Shakhtar Sologorsk. 2-2 on the day, 4-2 for Shakhtar. They'll go through though. Erzberg go out. Spartak Trnava will take on Lokomotiv Plovdiv, and that'll be a 2-1 win for Trnava on the day. But they will crash out to Plovdiv, 3-2 on aggregate, and they'll go through to the next round. Partizan will take on Gap Connors Quay, the guys who knocked out Kilmarnock. But this is where their journey ends. 3-1 win for Partizan on the day, 4-1 on aggregate. Unfortunately, they crash out. The Sheriff takes on Partizani. 3-1 win for the Governor on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. They go through as well. Oshirk up against CSK Sofia. 3-2 win for Oshirk. 3-3 on the aggregate. CSK Sofia will go through with those 2 away goals. Thank you very much. Riga will take on Piast Gliwice, and it'll be a 2-2 draw on the day. And Gliwice will squeeze through 5-4 on aggregate into the next round. And the final 4 we go. AEL Limassol take on Aris Solonaki. Battle of the old nice weather teams. 1-0 win for Limassol in the end, and that'll push them through on aggregate. Hacken will take on AZ Alkmaar. 2-1 win for Hacken, and that will push them through 2-1 on the day, I believe. That's debatable. Very, very debatable. I think it was a draw. It was a draw the first leg. Viitorul Constanța up against KAA Genk. Obviously goals galore in the first leg. 2-2 on this leg. 7-5 KAA Genk will go through. And Ludogorets Razgrad will take on Valo Rakovic. And there's a 3-1 win for Razgrad. 4-1 on aggregate. Ludogorets will go through to make the 3rd round. And hopefully when we come back again for that 3rd round, we'll have a lot less teams. But I'm sure we will have a lot less teams, but it'll all balance out. It is chaos. It is chaos right now. Let me hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. What you think will happen in this second leg? Any surprises? Do you see Eindhoven? No, not Eindhoven. Do you see Utrecht getting through? What about Espanyol? Torino? What about the big boys? Eintracht Frankfurt? Are they going to all crash out, or will they get themselves through nice and easy? And what about Rangers? They've obviously got a match to score with Niederhorn. So give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Just want to let you know you can support the channel in another way besides your viewership, and it's over on Patreon, boys and girls. Check out the link down in the description down below. And while you're at it, and in that description, I've got links to my other stuff. I've got myself on Twitch and Twitter. Make sure you check them puppies out as well. I'll do live streams on Twitch starting in the month of September. We're going to be doing live watch-alongs for Blackburn Rovers on Saturdays. And also we'll do live prediction shows over on YouTube in the month of September and beyond. So stick around for those bad boys. But yes, folks, that is all I've got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. And if you do, smash the subscribe. Give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below what you think will happen this time out. And we'll be back again for the next qualifying phase in about a week's time. Until then, thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date. All things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.